Manuel Worthy, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
All right, lock in because this first case is all about probable cause, and that phrase is about to carry a lot of weight. Probable cause doesn't mean guilty. It simply means police had a lawful reason to stop, search, and charge. And when weapons and drugs enter the picture, even small traffic details can turn into big legal consequences. Watch closely how this traffic stop happened, because if the stop falls apart, the whole case could crumble. Do you think traffic violations should be enough to justify searches? Drop your take in the comments.
On January 8, 2025, the officer responded to a DPS agent who stated he was following the defendant's vehicle and needed assistance on a traffic stop after the DPS agent was conducting surveillance on an unrelated case. The DPS agent provided a description of the defendant's vehicle, and the officer observed the defendant's vehicle failing to a signal lane change, along with the vehicle's third brake light being out. A traffic stop was conducted, and the officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and the defendant was asked to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant stated there was nothing illegal inside the vehicle. The officer located a cigar filled with a green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training experience with a weight of 0.09 grams or 0.032 ounces. A PC search of the vehicle was conducted, and the officer located a unholstered black handgun inside a backpack in the back seat.
If I may, Your Honor, briefly.
Sure.
Bit unusual. I think the DPS officer, he needs help with the traffic stop. He doesn't state any traffic violations or any reason.
He does, though. Sure he does.
The DPS officer that dispatches says, hey, I'm doing surveillance on this case, on another case. I need help with a traffic stop. He doesn't tell him any traffic violations at all.
And that is true, Your Honor. The officer said he needed assistance, and the officer that was called for assistance is the one who observed the vehicle failed to signal.
So the person that came.
The person that came in response to the DPS agent calling in assistance.
We just don't know why he needs an assist with the traffic stop at all. He says, hey, come basically pull
Because
this.
he's doing something else, I'm assuming, right? Isn't that, he's investigating someone else?
Yeah, but I don't understand why he's telling another officer to pull this guy over. He doesn't give him a reason to do so. And we have videos available on this and I've watched them.
Even so, the officer that pulls him over still sees violations though, right? If he had not seen violations, I may have an issue.
Right.
But nevertheless, he still sees issues. I mean,
I understand that, Judge. My issue, and this may not be a thing for PC, I've watched the videos. There's no failure to signal a lane change, and you only need 2 brake lights in Texas. I don't know what this third brake light thing is. We can have a suppression hearing later on it. I just want to bring it to the court's attention at the PC determination. I mean, he says, hey, pull this guy.
you're telling me that there's no PC, and one of the issues is because he really does signal a lane change. I'm ready to see it. If you have it, I'm ready to see it. You know, I mean, there's no sense in delaying the inevitable. If there's no probable cause, there's no probable cause. I mean, let's tee it up. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, right? So
Here's a moment to
of
review.
course,
Yes, Judge.
absolutely.
Okay.
But understand, let me finish PC with
Understand.
everyone. Give Alex a moment to also look so he can be prepared.
Gotcha.
We'll come back, we'll take a look. In the meantime, show me the provision that says you only need 2 red lights as well.
Okay.
Show me the money and then we'll do it.
Yeah, Judge.
Happy,
Thank you.
you know,
All right, cool.
take a seat for me in the jury box. You're on probation. You've now, no.
He was.
Did they file a motion or no?
They filed a motion. He was taken in last time.
Let's do probable cause and then we'll do it.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
So tell me.
A review of the body cam, we did see the failed signal. In addition, we did see the high mounted brake light out, which is a third brake light. And under the Texas Code, section 547.3215, the federal vehicle equipment safety standards are adopted, and federal regulation 49 CFR 571.108 requires a high mounted rear brake light. And because that was out, that is
But not all cars have that.
Well,
So are you telling me now every single car has to have that third mounted third mounted brake light?
It requires any multi-purpose passenger vehicle, which in this case it was a sedan. So in this case, it is a passenger vehicle. So it has to have, and you can see on the body cam, Your Honor, you can see the high mounted brake light. That's not a truck, no sedan. Well,
And I would point out, sure, it requires the
I
vehicle
don't,
to
no, no, no,
have.
no, but did you really see that there's no turn signal?
there's no turn signal and
I would like to see that.
yeah, we can see that it's
Can you show him what you saw, please?
healthy, yeah, because you can pull the video faster than I can.
We have the video ready.
Oh, okay. Time stamped at 0.08. It's you can.
So you're gonna see the vehicle come into view at a distance right there, and he comes across 2 lanes without signaling.
Bro,
You can, come on, Will, you
we
can.
can show the judge that.
Yeah,
'cause
we
you can't,
we
you
can
can't
step to the
see that.
back and you can see
I
it
don't think
cut
that's
across.
him.
There's no way.
There's no way that's him, because
But-
he's already in the furthest right lane by the time that,
No, you
in
can see
2
him, you
seconds
can see him
later.
going across to his right, a lane without any signal and addition to that brake light as you continue the video.
Would you like to see, Judge?
Sure. Let me see.
You will see your vehicle here.
Which car?
It's a, may I, Your Honor, go up there and point it out?
The truck?
No, it's the gray sedan. The gray sedan come up.
Oh, it hasn't come up.
You won't see it until after the law enforcement goes over the hill on the highway.
It looks like he's going pretty fast, huh?
No.
No.
No, we're just.
There is two people kind of,
So when you go, I mean, the law is such that you're always supposed to signal, right? And I mean, even if you're going in that turn,
Well,
I mean, were the lights on at that point or no?
yes, the lights were on as soon as he gets up to the back of my client's vehicle before he makes that turn, they just shake lights. And the state is saying that there was an unsignaled lane change required.
How do you know the lights are on?
Pardon?
How do you know?
Because the sound kicks on, you can hear it.
Yeah, and he's correct that after, but before that, there was an unsignaled lane change as.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to see an unsignaled lane change before they even pulled them.
There is, Your Honor, it just,
Show me that.
He said it was a freeway.
on the freeway, Your Honor. and-
Show me. I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, if I could, I can point out his vehicle.
Yeah. Show me because that's what I was looking for and I didn't see it.
Your Honor, if I may step around, so I can.
Go, please. Come on. Don't be shy.
So it's small, it's at a distance, but you'll see the vehicle come into view momentarily. It's right there. That's the defendant's
That's him?
vehicle. That's the defendant's vehicle. Let me go back a little
There's
bit.
no way to tell it's vehicles.
Because
No,
you can
it's
continue,
saying-
no, and you can continue seeing it.
Can you not make it? You should be able to like,
I'm sorry, if we're gonna do crosstalk like this, we can just set this to an MAJ hearing or a formal motion to suppress, and that can be up on the big screen. We can have more structure to an argument, and we don't have to have 3 people arguing about it, or you that's a personal handheld device.
Yes, Judge.
And that's the.
I guess you want to set it for a formal probable cause hearing?
He's on an MAJ out of this court, we just have the MAJ. It's a preponderance standard, they can challenge any motion to suppress they want to, or they can urge any motion to suppress they want.
This is for the new case though, right? This
It
is
is
not for the
It's for the
MAJ.
new case.
It's for the new case.
Yeah, and the UCW.
The UCW, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's got a pending MAJ in this court for evading arrest.
right. But because of this,
Right, so this would have to be proved about that hearing anyway.
right. But I mean, I'm not going to revoke if there's no PC to go here.
Right, but I'm just saying if we're going
So-
to be here, having 3 attorneys talk about a handheld device on the screen, what can't be seen, we might as well just set it for a whole hearing and then we can put the whole video up on the screen.
I'm down. You want to do it for beginning of next week?
The court suggested that there's gonna be.
I didn't realize it was going to be this
Yeah, I just.
labor intensive, so to speak, you know?
It's turning into like a big argument. If the video is clear enough to determine probable cause, then that's fine. I'm just saying if this is gonna turn.
I'm having to squint. So that's why, but if, let's set it for a formal one. Next week, whatever you want. No?
I mean, whatever the court wants.
It doesn't matter to
I mean,
me.
but on the. I'd like to do it now if we can, I'm willing, but we're in court. I mean, it's the first 8 seconds of the. The car is so far on, there's no way. The state's gonna point out a minuscule car, you can hundreds of yards away, you can't see what lane it's even in.
It's the same.
There, and then the officer continues going in that direction. It's the same vehicle.
Is it that one way over there?
It's
It's this one, like,
the one going right at that time. Because it's going right, then the officer continues in that direction, follow the vehicle.
can we see it right here? Which one is it?
So it's not right here, it's
How does he even see that?
because as he's coming around the corner, you see it right there, that vehicle right there going right.
Oh, that was cool how you did that.
Yeah, I don't know how I just on it.
That's great. That's it.
So yeah, as
That's
he's coming
it?
around the corner, yeah, so he's coming around and then that vehicle going all the way across with no light and then
Look.
Can't tell what lane he's in.
No. Come here, Will. Look.
He
He hit something that made it like really big. Can you see if he has a driver's license, please?
It's helpful, Your Honor.
Okay. You're not allowed to drive unless you have also car insurance. Do you understand?
So I have liability.
Okay, good. Don't pick up a third case. If you pick up another case, holy moly, I'm just gonna lose it. Do you understand? Don't. No, you're not supposed to have weapons. No drugs, no alcohol. Did you say there was an odor of marijuana here?
Yes, Judge, a strong odor of marijuana.
Okay, I will tell.
This next situation is where things get controversial. The defendant isn't the driver, he's just the passenger. And now the court has to decide, can you be charged when you're inside a stolen car, even if you claim you didn't steal it? This is a classic gray area in criminal law, knowledge versus presence. Pay attention to how the judge weighs common sense against legal standards. Should passengers be held responsible when a car is stolen, or only the driver? Let me know below.
Test you 45 days from today. If you test positive again for marijuana, I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand? No more smoking weed. So let's set this off 45 to 50 days. His appearance is required. He will get another test on that day. If he's clean, we'll just continue him and then just goes normal. If he's test positive, get ready. You hold the keys. Do you understand?
Sir.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks. Good morning, Mr. Sarmiento.
Yes, señor Sarmiento.
You were,
Bien, señor Sarmiento.
Buenos días.
you were charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Dólares de
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney appointed if you cannot afford one.
multa. Si no puede ocupar una,
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to go slow.
Yes, Judge.
más escuchen.
On January 5th, 2025, the officer became aware of a stolen vehicle via a flock alert. The flock alert was for a listed stolen blue Hyundai. The officer checked the vehicle's license plate and observed the vehicle stolen as of December 21st, 2024. The officer observed the vehicle turning northbound onto East Tex Freeway, taking the ramp heading north on East Tex Freeway, and ran the license plate, confirming the vehicle to be stolen. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer announced themselves as HPD while giving command to turn off the vehicle and place hands out of the vehicle. The defendant, the front passenger, was the last to exit the vehicle, and the officer made contact with the complainant, and the complainant stated he did not know the defendant, did not give the defendant authorization to operate the vehicle.
What?
So they found the stolen vehicle, Your Honor.
How does he know that it was stolen?
And Your Honor, there's no need for him to know this vehicle. There's no requirement he knows, only that he's in the vehicle without permission from the owner. And the owner said he does not have.
How does he even know that the person driving stole the car?
Well, he doesn't know the defendant. He doesn't know, he didn't say he know he stole it. He just didn't know him, did not give
So
permission.
you're telling me that he's in a car, he doesn't know the driver, and
Your Honor, the complainant just said that in regard, he did not know the defendant, did not give.
I understand that, I get that,
Yes.
but, so he's he's a passenger in a car, and they charge him with criminal trespass. And in the DIMS, it says that he doesn't even know the driver. So how would he even know that the car is stolen? How do they know each other? I'm beside myself. I don't. When a criminal trespass requires some kind of like notice that, hey, man, you know,
So the trespass was the driver driving into the area and he was the defendant.
he's the passenger, right? I would assume that the driver got charged with UUMV.
Let me see what he got charged with.
If you tell me no, I'm gonna lose it. Really?
Yes, Judge, UMB.
Okay. But the problem is that like, how would he know that the car is stolen? Right? You got to give me something that, it's a specific intent crime. You have to, there's got to, in my opinion, you've got to somehow know that the car is stolen. And
Your Honor, further, I guess to get to that, he was in a relationship with the defendant who was in the vehicle, and there were signs of damage to the vehicle that the officer articulated, saying that there was. One moment.
a scratch on the hood.
Signs of theft that would lead a reasonable and prudent person to believe the vehicle was stolen, as the steering column was broken in a manner that only a screwdriver could turn the vehicle on, and the screwdriver was tagged into the evidence. So there was damage from a screwdriver in the vehicle indicating that it was stolen, and this defendant was in a relationship with the driver of the vehicle. And then furthermore.
Did you just tell me that they didn't know each other?
No, the complainant does not know the defendant.
Oh, okay. But I thought you also said that the driver and
No, Your Honor, and it may be misunderstanding because of me, but it's the complainant saying he does not know this defendant and did not give permission to the defendant to operate the vehicle.
so there is enough there that a reasonable person would believe
That the
he's in a stolen car.
Stolen, yes.
So the steering column, was it?
was broken, and the officer said that in a manner only a screwdriver could turn the vehicle on.
Un desarmador podía apagar el vehículo.
See, I don't know, because when I was young and dumb and 17, and, my friend had a CJ7, you ever been in those Jeeps that are just jalopy Jeeps, right?
Yes,
They
Judge.
always broke down. They always had a problem. We always, Jimmy rigged it as well,
In this case, Judge, I believe there would be enough for PC because we have a vehicle with evidence of breaking into the vehicle with that damaged steering column.
I've been in vehicles like that before.
And we furthermore have a complainant saying he doesn't know the defendant in the vehicle.
That no difference to me.
That goes to the element of without, for the criminal trespass, it goes to with knowledge that it was
Nah, I'm not, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna find no probable cause. I'm sorry.
Que no hay razón probatoria.
Be careful. When you hang with dogs, you get fleas. I don't know what your status is in this world, if you're in this country with permission. But if you go to jail and you're not in this country with permission and you spend any kind of 4+ hours in there, Immigration will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there until you get shipped to immigration. So live like a halo, especially if you're not well documented in this country. Go ahead, take a seat for me, sir. Yes, sir, you're charged with theft, aggregate theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On January 12th, 2025, the officer responded to an HEB in Harris County, Texas, in regard to the theft of an employee. The officer made contact with the complainant, the loss prevention investigator. The complainant stated the defendant was an employee of HEB, and the loss prevention employee was notified by a store manager that the defendant was taking Red Bull into the pharmacy without paying, drinking the Red Bulls and then throwing it away. These acts were verified by video, and the complainant researched the defendant and noticed that when the defendant left his shift, he would have a bag of unpaid grocery items, would select items throughout the store, bring the unpaid items into the pharmacy, wait until the end of his shift, bag the products, and then leave the pharmacy without attempting to pay for the merchandise. The complainant observed the defendant take items without paying in 7 different days. The total was approximately $368.38.
All right. Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to any HEB.
Now we pivot into DWI territory, and this judge does not play around when it comes to alcohol and driving. You're about to hear a tough love lecture that goes beyond punishment and straight into life consequences. License loss, jail time, interlock devices, all on the table. This is the court sending a clear message. Driving is a privilege, not a right. Question for you. Are harsh DWI penalties effective at preventing repeat offenses, or do they need to be even tougher?
Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, you pick up a new case, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. You understand, sir? Are you working now? Do you have an income?
I am studying for my board exam. So no,
Studying for board exam for what?
actually,
Really? It's not a good way to start, sir. You know, really. Look, I'll give you a lawyer today. Don't pick up any new cases. You got to understand that you got your future ahead of you, man. You want to be a nurse and now you got, come on, really? I need you to fill out an application for me. Fill it out. Let me take a look at it. I'll give you a lawyer today. Just make smart moves. It's not hard, you know, really. Come on.
Judge, was that sponsored?
Yeah. Do you mind filing knowing back HEB, please? Any HEB.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Judge, counsel is approaching on page 7. Hernandez, come on up.
Hi, good morning. Hi.
Assisting Joseph Ruiz today.
I'm sorry.
I'm here assisting Joseph Ruiz today.
Okay, for sure. You are Joaquin Hernandez.
sir.
Mr. Hernandez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 12th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to 7000 Gulf Freeway, and another officer had advised that the defendant would sleep in the driver's seat of the vehicle. The vehicle was on and running, and the officer observed a container of beer in plain view in the center cup holder. The officer made contact with the defendant.
Drinking while driving?
Yes, Judge. And the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the defendant admitted to consuming beer, but did not state the amount. The officer observed a 12-ounce Michelob Ultra cold to the touch and a plastic bag labeled margarita to go with a straw sticking out of it, mostly consumed, and an open pack of beer in the back seat. The Santa Fe sobriety tests were performed, HGN 6 out of 6. Walk and turn and one-leg stand were not performed due to the defendant claiming he had one bad leg. The defendant was read the DIC and declined to provide a sample, and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you see if he has any prior DWIs, please?
Yes, Judge. I see no prior DWIs.
I would venture a guess that it's damn elementary that you're not supposed to have alcohol in the car. I am now taking away You're privileged to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive, and I don't give a rat's behind what is going on in your life. If I find that you drive, and I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 children, I can have a contempt hearing. And every time you drive, you can be facing up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand? Do not drive for any reason. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you better address it, because if you don't, I will do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If I find anything, you're going to stay with me. No more PR bonds.
Your Honor, will we have the opportunity to have an interlock system on this vehicle?
No, he can't drive. I'm not going to let him drive. I mean, he's got multiple open containers, all have consumed allegedly. No, I mean, and I would think that, it's a privilege. And if I get that he understands the awesome privilege at a later date, come back and we can talk. But at this point, no. I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, I'm going to get you the Victoria sign and reset. After that, what is your name, please?
Kia Smith.
I'm sorry?
Smith.
Ms. Smith. You will get to Ms. Smith where she will give you your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you pick up a new case, you endanger my public, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? It's not hard.
Judge, when we return on March 19, is there a possibility that we can present evidence to the court to permit the interlock?
I am always all ears, but at this point, with all that's in that car, no. But come back at a later day, show me, because it is a privilege. It's not a right. You want a right, take your Dodge Patas and take, but it's an awesome privilege, and that's what it is. Show me how much of an appreciation, proactivity goes a long way, and then we can talk. All right? Yes, ma'am.
Judge, just really quick, I can know drugs, no alcohol, is it random?
Please, on all DWIs for any days.
And
Yeah.
it's, portable device or not?
No,
Okay.
no. It's a first.
All right, Judge.